What's up, guys? This is Jacob here from Team J. As we promised, we would get these Pokemon deck profiles to you. I'm going to go first with my Solgaleo deck, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start off, you're going to run 4 Cosmog. Your standard 1 energy. You're going to equip it with in my case, a steel energy, and, can't go first turn, but if you go second, get a Dust Gathering. You might as well get a free draw. Next, you're going to start off with, you're going to next go into 2 Cosmoem, also shiny. Teleport, you can
basically use it to get the hell out of Dodge.
Exactly. You want to switch him out as soon as possible if you can. You want to be able to charge up Cosmog as quick as you can. And it's really weird because he's big with retreat cost. He has 3 compared to Cosmog, who has 1. Next, you're going to want to run your 4 Solgaleos. Obviously, you can tell the 4-2-4 you're going to run rare candies. Kind of got a weird ratio with mine, but it's been working really well.
Kicked my ass multiple times.
Exactly. Just play testing, you just got to, like I said, it's a matter of opinion. But yeah. Solgaleo GX, it does Ultra Road ability, allows it to basically kind of Lysandre, but with yourself, or a switch, as you guys like to call it. And it's an ability, so you don't have to use any items or anything. And then Sunsteel Strike does 230 base damage, but you have to discard all energies from it. Don't worry, we got ways to get those back. And then your Soul Burst GX allows you to equip up to 5 energies after you use it to any of your Pokemon in any way you like. So basically what we like to do is Cosmog, as soon as you get Solgaleo, either with a rare candy or a Cosmoem, and if it has 1 steel energy, Ultra Road it to the front, use this GX attack, and load it up for next turn. It's kind of hard to kill a 250 shot within the beginning of the game. So next off, we're going to go to 2 ofs. We're in 2 Lugia EX. Literally, this card you can run in any deck. This card is really helpful in this deck because of what we run. You'll see later in the deck how well it functions. Yeah, so that's basically it. Just easy staple for any deck. Next, we run the 1 Magearna EX. Not only is it a steel type, but it's I mainly use it for its effect. Mystic Heart, basically anything that is equipped with a steel energy is unaffected by effects of attacks except damage. So that prevents like poison, paralysis, confusion, sleep, burn, anything like that, as long as they have a steel type energy to them. And also Soul Blaster 120, with a couple of other cards in this deck, you can boost that up to 130, 140, somewhere around in there. But the bad thing is it goes down 60, but it's basically good just to get a good amount of damage on for maybe something else to come finish it up. Or if you have nothing else, it's a decent attack. And then my last Pokemon I run is Dhelmise, just for the ability of Steelworker, sorry. Any steel type Pokemon, their damage is increased by 10. And that's just in general, just steel types. So you don't really use it for anything else, just the ability to get the 10 extra boost. But yeah, that's it. And then now on to your items. You want to run the 4 V-Seeker. This is obvious, you don't need an explanation for V-Seeker. And then we run 3 Ultra Balls. Pretty standard, you know why. Ditch 2, search out your Solgaleo, search out your Lugia, your Magearna, even Cosmog if you need it to be. I've done that before too, and it's actually worked out really well. Just Ultra Ball. 4, I like the 3. You can run 4, but I seem to find this build a lot better with running 3, as well as running the 3 rare candies. 4, I just found like there's a lot of things you could take out for the 4th one. As in like energy shuffled backs, like you'll see later in the deck of some examples I have energy shuffled backs. But I find the ratio of 3 just fine. And then next you want to run 2 Trainer's Mail, just to see if you can't get any supporters for draw power, or maybe an item you need to equip like a Float Stone or a Fighting Fury Belt, or even your rare candies to search out, or your Ultra Balls or anything. Just an easy way, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, pick out a trainer, reveal it, and shuffle the rest back. Just easy way to get out trainers. Next you run 2 Fighting Fury Belt because it gives you 40 extra health and 10 extra damage. That is also one of your boosters of the deck. Like I said, you can get Magearna, or you can get anything up plus 10 more damage. I like to use these on Solgaleos because it brings their health up to 290 and their damage up to 240 with any health left. And it's just hard to take down a 290 beat stick in one turn. You know, you can always just Ultra Road out and switch out with all the other ones, just in case you need to charge up again if you don't have anything else. But yeah, that's good staple. And off to the singles. 1 Float Stone because, you know, for your treat's always nice, just in case you don't have a Solgaleo. And you know, I usually always give the Float Stone either to Magearna or to Lugia. Sometimes, you know, I'll keep them out there until they're getting really low.
Then you get the hell out of Dodge.
You know, you Float Stone out or you Ultra it out, but most of the time you just give it the Float Stone just in case. And then this is one of my recyclers. You'll get an energy recycler. Get it? Shuffle 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile to your deck. That is a big recycler, as well as a couple of supporters in here. But yeah, that is a main recycler. You basically charge up 5 is a Solgaleo and 2/3 of another one. So that's another good staple to put in there. Town map, I always like to see what's in my prize cards, just in case, you know, if I need something in there and I know it ain't in there. Town map is always nice to have. Next is a level ball. I run 1 level ball just in case I need to search out a Cosmog or a Cosmoem. That's really your only main targets for this. There's times where, you know, I'm running on Cosmogs and I really need a Cosmoem, so I could get a Cosmoem and with the level ball and evolve to a Cosmoem and then wait next turn for Solgaleo, because half the time I have Cosmog ready to go as Cosmog instead of Solgaleo. And then last one over, we run Rescue Stretcher. This is just in case, you know, you just have to maybe pitch one of your Pokemon off of Ultra Ball or Professor Sycamore. You can just Rescue Stretcher, get it back, or if you have 3 or more in your graveyard, you can just shuffle them back. And then yeah, that's really it. It's pretty good recycling through your Solgaleos, because I have had to pitch some before. Now on to your supporters. I run 3N. I find seeing it way too much and way too often a little bit cloggy. I like it at 3. Some people love to run it at 4. I always see a lot of people running it at 4. But I like the 3.
I love it at 1.
Granted, you only have 1.
That is very true. I have 1, but I still love it at 1 because half the time I don't need it, but the times that I do, I almost always see it.
And, you know, that's with all the other draw power in here, too. But I like N at 3. I don't like it at 4. And then next, I run 2 Professor Sycamore, just standard. Half the time I'd use him, I'd discard it. I'd have him with, I can only need to discard 1 thing. Or sometimes I'll just VS Seeker him out, get him in my hand. He'll be the only thing I have left. Discard or activate Sycamore, draw 7. That's the thing about Pokemon. You don't need cost. You can just draw 7. Now on to your single supporters. I run 1 Professor Kukui.
1 sexy man right there.
It's draw 2 and your Pokemon do 20 more damage. I like to do this when I face, you know, Jericho right over here. When I can't get the 1 shot for the last, as you see in the video we posted.
Just the last little bit.
I just needed at least 10 more, so I always wait for Kukui to come up, or I'll search him out or via seeker him out just so I can get that little extra push that I need to go for game. But not only that, not only go for game, but get all the other stuff out of the way. He's really good. Better Giovanni's scheme, in my opinion.
Higher rarity gives it more power also.
So I pulled Giovanni's scheme today too. One Pokemon Center Lady for the obvious reasons, heals 60 damage. And then we run one Brock's Grit. This is also your shuffle back. Shuffle 6 of any combination, Pokemon and basic energies.
One of the best recyclers of the deck, in my personal opinion.
What I like to do with this is I like to shuffle one of my Pokemon back and then 5 energies back, as well as, energy recycler. So it's basically the same thing, except without the energy recycler, you're not getting one of your Pokemon back into your deck. That's why I like this better. There's times where you can shuffle more Pokemon back, but I always shuffle energies because I always run through them, with Sunsteel Strike, having to discard them all. So that's why Brock's Grit's good in here. And then I run the one Lysandre. Lysandre, typical Lysandre. Don't need an explanation.
He's a dick in the game.
And then the one Lillie. Great to see first turn. I know lots of people like to use Tapu Lele first turn, get out Lillie, draw 8.
Woo! I love that strategy.
There's times where I've started with Lillie and I'll get all the way down there and I'll get to draw 8. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Lillie's pretty good. And then these are the last trainer cards, also known as stadiums. So 3 Parallel City. You want to limit your opponent as much as you can. You do not want them to have a full bench. And if they have a full bench, you activate them. You give them the blue side right here, and they have to discard 2 of their Pokemon off their bench. They're only limited to 3 plus they're active. So that's also pretty good. You don't want them to have a full bench. You want to try and get rid of those as quick as possible. And then now for the energies, I run, I believe, 8 steel. Yeah, 8 regular steel energies. Looking for secrets. If anyone wants to trade, let me know what you're looking for. And I'll try and see if I have it, or I'll let you know. And then I run 4 double colorless. And standard, Lugia, Magearna. And then I tested this out, and it actually didn't hurt the deck at all. 2 shield energies. Basically what this does is you can only equip it to a steel type Pokemon, and it gives it 10 reduced. So like what I mean by that is your steel types will take 10 less damage than what they would normally take. And with Dhelmise giving you a 10 boost, you're taking 10 less and getting 10 more. So I think that's also helpful, because there has been times where my Solgaleo has been one-shot with strong energies and Lichen Rocks. So this can also help it reduce their damage down by some. Just so they have to do a little more, use a couple more resources. But yeah, that's basically it. I mean, that's basically the deck. It's pretty simple. It's pretty fun. I highly suggest trying it out. Lots of people, you guys can try it out on the TCG Player Online. We also do that, and I'm currently trying to make this, but I think the only thing I'm missing is Parallel Cities. And I've got a crap ton of code cards we just got, so I can possibly do a trade on that. If you guys are looking for anything special, let me know in the comments below. If you're looking for certain packs on the TCG for Parallel Cities, and I will try and get them to you, as well as you giving me my Parallel Cities to help me with my deck. But yeah, that's basically it. I always have fun playing this deck. I've only lost just a couple times playing it. Haven't been too competitive with it, just having fun with it a lot. But yeah, I love having fun. I'm glad I kind of switched back to Pokemon, and hope you like the deck profile. Please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Thank you.